Oh, hello there.
Hello.
You just caught me while I've been doing a spot of grinding.
What you do in your own time is your own prerogative, but please don't share it with class.
And as you'll see, I've been hard at work here, leveling the boys up.
Are we stopping with these sort of innuendo, lewd sort of ideas, imaginings going on?
Innuendos and lewds, I have no idea what you're on about. I was straight talking, my friend.
You're saying that you're doing a spot
leveling up the boys.
Yeah, you're saying you're doing a spot of grinding, hard at work, leveling up the boys. If those aren't like dirty puns or innuendos, I don't know what is.
Honest to God, no, mate.
Alright then, Rich. Alright.
And if you'd like to hear me make more accidental innuendos, apparently, then please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know how you're finding the lock. It's going well so far.
The accidental ones are better than the actual intentional ones, I'm not gonna lie.
Cheers, pal. That's always good to know.
Well, they're awful. You know they're awful.
As you can see, we've still got 4 Pokemon.
And no bag space.
So I thought I'd show you what my my hard work has come to. So, you know, stats-wise, still not fantastic, but, you know, it's a Beedrill, what do you expect? Same moveset. I feel like when he leveled up, he wanted to learn Pin Missile, that is.
Oh.
But it's not as good as Twin Needle. And Twin Needle's got the chance to poison as well. So, keep hold of that, I thought.
Good for you, mate. Good for you.
Mate, hold on to your hat.
Look at his beady little eyes.
If you're not sat down, I want you to sit down right now.
Why would I not be sat down?
Very good point. Has a full moveset.
And it still looks like a jockstrap.
Old Captain Codpiece over here.
Yeah. It really does though,
He's got
doesn't
a full
it?
moveset, look at that. Now that you mention it, I actually can't unsee that.
Yeah, yeah.
With a, you know, little logo where his mouth is. Yeah, I can see that.
Mr. Jockstrap himself.
And, the 4th move that I needed to max out my moveset was Harden, which he learned at like level 43 or something, which is ludicrous.
Like, you've called it and it looks like a jockstrap. So it's jockstrap,
So that's how looking. Mushroom Filter. Trying to learn Slash, which I would have in Overcut, but in this generation of Pokemon games, you can't delete any HMs that you've got.
It looks like a crab with like a...
There's no move deleter.
It looks like a crab with a condom on top of it. It does. Tell me that like you can't like you can't unsee the sort of like unrolled out rubber Johnny stretched over it.
No, you're quite right. Stop ruining Gen 1 sprites for me. We've got a codpiece, a Johnny on a crab. Oh god.
I can't help it. This is what they look like.
And of course, Ickbin.
Yeah,
Which I'm sure you can't find anything with that, surely.
No, except it does have weird like banana feet.
So everything looks like dicks, is what you're saying?
Not everything. Like, let's face it.
Almost everything.
Like, let's face it. A jockstrap is not about penises. Or sorry, not just about penises. So you know.
Please go on. I'm intrigued to see where this goes. Please go on.
Well, let's face it. I'm sure women have cups, and they don't have the sort of like, you know, they don't have that sort of genitals. Or at least some don't. I mean, well, let's face it. If it's painful for us to get kneed in the groin, why would it not be painful for them?
Yeah, Stands to reason.
So,
I've just never asked. I can honestly say it's never come up in conversation.
well, but you could assume that if it hurts, like, one gender, it will hurt the other. Like, it's a case of if I give you a nipple cripple and I give a woman a nipple cripple, God forbid that I'd actually do that because, you know, A, it hurts both people in that situation.
And that's how you get arrested.
That too, but that's, you know, that's not the point. The point is if it hurt you, I can assume that it would hurt a woman the same, if not more, depending on physiology, such as like nerve endings and so on. Because some people are more susceptible to pain and so on. But you know what I mean, don't you? It's one of those things. So.
Oh, I'm up. I'm leaving it. Also, while I was looking up various things during my my grindathon, something I didn't know. Well, something I did know, and then something I didn't know after. So when you've got a coin case in, you know, the Celadon Game Corner, talk to various people to give you coins, right? We all knew that.
Yeah.
Did you know there's also hidden coins on the floor?
Is there?
Like right here, in this spot I'm facing right now, 100 coins.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I wonder if that's the same for like every Pokemon game.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
He's guarding this poster. What do you say, Deck? Shall we go get him?
Yeah, why not? I will, however.
Right, okay.
No, I'll let you continue first.
Ah, we're done, pal. After you, my friend.
Well, I do have to say that Nintendo have announced. Oh, well, sorry, not Nintendo, but you know, the Pokemon company and so on, have announced the new games.
Wait.
And I'm not gonna lie, these are the biggest innuendos that I have ever seen for games. Because if you shorten them down to acronyms, it's Brilliant D and Shining P.
Yeah, in case you hadn't gathered, we're recording this on the 26th of February. So, the day that announcement came out.
So, it is Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But if you shortened it down, it would be Brilliant D and Shining P. It's like, I'm sorry, but what are we supposed to do here? Like, that's almost as bad as the last time that they did, which was, what was it now? What was it? The other Pokemon thing that they came out with, everyone, like, took the mick out of it.
I don't know, man. There's been so much.
There really has. There's been so many, but there was one more recent. It was like...
Was it the sleep one? Or the brushing your teeth one?
No, it was...
There's been so much in the last few
it.
years.
It was Pokemon... it was like Pokemon Sex or something like that. It was supposed to be Pokemon SX. And it just came up, like, the acronym was like Pokemon Sex. And it was just like,
oh,
well...
No. That's unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Masters X. That was it.
Oh, yeah. Masters EX. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't thought through.
Yeah,
or it wasn't thought through in English.
Or it wasn't thought through enough.
Oh, mate. Check out this music.
Yeah.
What a banger.
Yes, mate. Fair enough.
This is one of my favourite pieces of music from this gen. Also up there is the Viridian Forest music, which I'm a big fan of. And that's why we spent so much time there, not grinding.
I mean, I've got to say that they really don't do themselves any favours, but I wonder if it's a ploy to stay relevant.
I don't think they need any help staying relevant.
Yeah, but that's just it. I don't know, because it's a case of, if you think about it, they came with, Pikachu and Eevee, which was the sort of a retelling of the games that we're currently playing, just to be able to appeal to a younger audience.
Shout out to Gen 1.
And it also had mechanics that were very much like Pokemon Go, so it kind of tied into that as well. So it's like, oh, you've played this, and you've like, yeah, here you go. This is like it, but it's on console. You don't have to go anywhere, and it's sort of the same. You know, like they're using the memes, which is just basically people taking the mick out of it to stay relevant, because in actual fact, they've kind of not got a hell of a lot going for them. They're literally at the minute remaking the same sort of old games and then bringing a new one in every so often.
Hey man, you know, the nostalgia buys alone will be through the roof.
Yeah, but I wonder when that'll run out.
Interesting side note, you know me, I'm a big old Pokemon fan.
Yeah, I do know that.
Never played any Gen 4 games apart from the remix of Gen 2. Never played a Sinnoh game. So I'm quite I've not really seen much. I don't know if they released much in the way of, you know, gameplay or whatever of what it's going to look like. What did you say they were? Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond or something like that, was it?
It was, you literally just, I've literally just closed it and you've just gone, what was this again? It was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. You know, I'm going to keep that open. Just in case
So I was
you
right
ask me
there,
about it again.
yes. Oh, an escape rope. Does dig work from buildings? I know teleport does, but does dig? Can't remember.
I don't think so.
I've got a couple of escape ropes anyway. Oh, that's the one I came in on, so I need to go down. In the immortal words of Jamiroquai, we're going deeper underground.
Would you say that is the horse you rode in on?
Yes. Yes, I would. Boss said you can see ghosts with the Sylph Scope. Oh, we'd best grab one then, haven't we?
Right, Scooby-Doo, calm down.
Ghosts?
Honestly though, Scooby-Doo was like the weirdest show ever. Like,
How do you mean? The way it ended exactly the same?
well, no,
In
I mean
every
like,
episode.
well, it wasn't like the. Honestly, it's not the weirdest thing ever. It's just a case of I don't understand. Like, if you watch it now, like, let's be honest. Shaggy was high all the time, so because he ate dog food.
I think they all were high all the time. That was, you know, the unofficial point.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a case of, if you think about it, they had a talking dog. There is no way you'd be fine with that and just take it. You'd be doing frigging like World's Got Talent sort of stuff and going, look, my dog can actually speak. It's not great because it sounds a bit daft, but
It sounds a bit daft.
You've got to admit, Scooby-Doo's always sounded a bit daft.
So is that what you'd do if your dog started talking just randomly one day? Like, you know, went down, you know, put breakfast down, we're like, you alright, mate? And he said, you alright, pal? Bark.
Yeah, I'd tour around the frigging world, rake it in, and then let him retire with me.
Declan and the magnificent talking dog.
And then it's a case of, when everyone's like, everybody who heard about it for a time, it'd be like, when me or the dog dies, which I've heard happened first, it would be a case of, because you never know, it'd be a case of, oh yeah, this has happened, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that guy from that one time. And it's like, you know, that's it really, innit? Story told. You literally have to just travel around with a dog, make it talk a bit, rake tons in, and then
make it talk a bit.
Yeah, and then just, you know, start off, put your feet up at home, done. For the rest of your life, you're set.
You know, nice retirement. Oh,
yeah. and you could work if you wanted to.
Oh god, these are so slow. I didn't realise they were this slow. Oh heavens.
I think about that about you sometimes, mate. I'm honest.
You're quite right to think that. My reactions can be a bit slowed on occasion.
Oh god, he's slow. Why is he this slow?
Alright, so we'll grab the item that was up here. See what I've got going on. Dicky found a nugget. Beautiful. And then we'll go back over here and grab the item that was down here.
To be fair, if you found a nugget on the floor, you wouldn't eat it.
Yay! Useless moonstone. Oh mate, it's kicking in for the second verse.
Mate, just continue with the freaking game because it will annoy you. And I know it annoys me. So I know for a fact that you're going to throw it like 3 times.
Now this one's not so bad. It's the big one in
That's not the point.
Silphco, which annoys me more. Right, this one. So I think it's here. And
Point is...
Well, that's where I came in. And down here. Yeah.
The point is you're going to freaking throw at some point. And have you got all the items around here?
No, I'm gonna go get the items after, I think. Hey, what were you saying, pal?
Well, I said you were going to throw at some point. Which, let's face it...
And it is not that point. It's still possible, though, and highly likely indeed. Why did you come here?
Well, you know, through stairs.
Yeah? You know, I'm a simple man. I see some stairs. I go up or down him.
Or you get pushed.
Okay, looking at the levels, I might be massively over-leveled for this.
Yeah, because you did the friggin' gym first.
No, I think it's the hours of grinding I spent afterwards that was...
At level 19,
yeah, sure.
and the other stuff was 30. It is not the grinding that it was the issue. It was the fact that you were 38.
This first.
And you were like, oh, I'm going to struggle here. I'm like, mate, just grind a bit. And you've done it, and it's like, oh, I'm massively over leveled. At least you're not panicking and, like, crying every 5 seconds like you were all the rest of the other episodes. And I'm like, you'll be fine. What are you on about?
Okay, firstly, I'd just like to say, nothing wrong with crying.
No, but you were basically just whining and going, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, come on, what's the worst that can happen? Do it. Like, have you ever heard me during this series go, I don't think you can do this, Rich?
I haven't heard it from you.
Exactly. You haven't heard it from me, and that's what I said, have you ever heard me during this series say that?
I don't believe so.
Exactly,
Well,
because I'm
no,
always like...
you have said, I think you'll struggle at the Elite Four.
Yeah,
which is a fair point to make.
Yeah, that's not a... That's more of a sort of observation, not an actual going, you can't do it at all. Because it's a case of...
I don't want to lose anything, because it'll be so much more hassle, like, re-leveling stuff up. We'll just see how we can go. We'll just see how far we can go with, you know, catching everything the once. Should perish the thought I, you know, lose anything.
Except your sanity from panicking so much.
So,
because all you seem to do is
I've become
cry
quite
about
attached to these chaps. That was up there. That's the way I need to go. Should I go back and grab the items, do you think?
Can't you do it on the way back?
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm not sure if it teleports me to, like, outside it, but I should be able to go back in.
Yeah.
It appears
That's a very
to need a
big
key.
lift. Very big
Did
lift.
I forget to put the key up? Tell me it was off one of your and I don't have to go back to the beginning and talk to the other guy. Okay, I'll talk. Take the elevator to see my boss. Alright. Silscope, I don't know where it is. Okie doke.
So the answer is yes, you fucked it.
No, the answer is I perfectly did the puzzle and didn't talk to this guy. Team Rocket HQ has 4 basement floors. Can you reach the boss?
Do you have to go down that one floor or not?
Aye, we might as well. Yeah, this is new.
I did the puzzle perfectly. Did you? Did you?
Yeah, I did, mate. I got through it without making one false move.
You forgot the friggin' key.
That's as maybe, but looked at in isolation, I did the puzzle perfectly without any issues.
You forgot the key, though. That's like going, you know what, I'll
And?
do this maze, and then getting to the middle and going, I have no idea how I was supposed to get out. And then it's like,
Oh,
you just did it.
And getting into the middle and going, oh no, I forgot my lunch. I'll have to go back out and get it. But that doesn't take away from successfully completing the maze.
No, but it means you'd have to do it twice.
Exactly, and now I know what I'm doing. As much as I ever know what I'm doing.
Which is never. I've seen you play video games. I've sat with you while playing stuff like Made of Skirt and friggin' The Medium and let's face it, what was the other one that you really hated other than struggling? It was Remothered, the second one. You absolutely hated that.
Yeah, I did. After we finished playing, I don't know if the cameras caught this or not. I basically said I'm never playing that game again.
Yeah.
But I do hear that they have, you know, been working really hard to patch it and bring it up to scratch, basically. Because those were my major gripes.
Yeah, you were complaining, saying it's unplayable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Day one, you know, not playable. Just about struggled through it in the end after a load of glitches and such have you. But
yeah,
I mean, you're more than welcome to go back to it, and I'll laugh at your pain.
I mean, let's be honest. I didn't even play it. You did. I don't even own the game.
Exactly.
You do. So why would I buy
It's all
a
right,
game?
mate. I'll gift
And why
it
would it
you.
be called going? Why would it be called going back to when it's a case of I've never been to it in the first place?
No, I said we'll go back to it, but you can play it.
Nah, I'm all good.
Are you sure, pal?
Well, yeah, because it's a story game, and if you know the story ends, you know, unless you obviously want to play it, like watching somebody else makes you want to play it. But honestly, I didn't want to play it because it just looked horrible to play at the
On
time.
account of the numerous glitches and such have you that I encountered.
Yeah, because you had day one version.
I did. It's taught me a valuable lesson about playing new release on day one.
Wait for
That
the 10
being-
gig update.
yeah, that being don't.
I don't know. Sometimes companies have really good day one patches, and they're not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's a case of that's very rare. That's why I will never play a Bethesda game, because they have like
Oh, leave
patches
off.
No, it's literally just a case of they have patches that go on for days. Like,
As in, they're so huge they take that long to download.
well, that, and it's a case of, let's face it, you'll get you'll get day one patch, and then like a couple of days later you'll probably have another one to fix bugs that came up in the patch, and then you'll have subsequent ones for ongoing weeks, and you're just like, well, I think I'll just leave it until it's finished, like until they come out with a collection, and then it's done. There's no more updates for that then. Kind of like what happened with Borderlands 2, where it's a case of the company just kind of updated it, broke the crossplay, and then it was like, oh yeah, we're not fixing this anymore. Sorry. It's
Just
like,
a whoopsie.
it's just like you've just broken crossplay, one thing that is kind of given in the game.
It's like this is a this is a swell new feature you've introduced. Be a shame if someone were to break it.
Yeah, it just bugs me. Like, it really annoys me when companies go, "Oh yeah, well we've introduced this, but we're not going to support it after this certain point because we said we'd stop doing it at this date." And it's like, you've literally broken something in your own game. Just fix the stuff that's major, and you'll be fine. Nobody else will care. You know? But it's like that probably would have been like a 10-minute fix. Or,
Yeah, just roll it back and figure out what happened.
yeah, well, that's just it. Just be like, oh, somebody might have missed something. Let's just spend the day working out why this is broken, fix it, ship it, done. Be great. Everyone's happy. Instead of going, yeah, nah, be great. Clearly not.
Clearly not, because it don't work no more.
Exactly. It's just...
Oh man, I tell you what though, that notwithstanding, how fun was Borderlands 2?
Oh yeah,
Quality game, isn't it?
it's an absolutely great game. But I feel like companies now don't actually care about the games. Like, not all the time, I'm going to be honest.
Did you just see that? He said,
Yeah,
"Oh no, I dropped the lift key," and then the lift key appeared behind. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Oh yeah,
when
definitely.
When a child barges into your criminal organisation, requiring a key to advance, and you suddenly just, drop it. Hate it when that happens. Anyway, sorry, please go on, mate.
I'm just saying that
Let's point
basically,
that out.
I feel like a lot of companies, although there's a lot of good games out there, and I'm not saying that it's, I'd say a lot of companies, but it's not like most of them. It's like a good majority, like it's more than a handful of companies just don't care about the games they put out anymore, and it's actually really sad because if you think about it, they put loads of time and effort into some of these games, and then they're just like, you know what, we've made our money, screw you. And it's like, come on. But like, surely you must enjoy the fact that you've brought so much joy and happiness to tons of people. Could you imagine if obviously like Game Freak and the Pokemon Company and stuff kind of went, oh yeah, we've made a bunch of new Pokemon games. However, you can only get half the Pokemon from each game, and we're not going to add them in because we said we're not going to support it, so screw you. And you'd be like, well, how the hell am I supposed... Yeah, exactly. It's like when they came out with, was it Sword and Shield? Or was it...
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, you can only get like a certain amount, and then we're not doing it anymore. And everyone kicked off, and they were like, actually it's DLC. Or we're just releasing it later. And it's like, everyone was like, yay, finally. And it's like, so basically you said one thing, everyone complained, and then you did it anyway. Because everyone complained. Great job.
Well, as the old saying go, I believe it's, sod yous.
Yeah. It's literally like spitting in the face of your customers and then going, oh, can you please come back? And it's just like, why? Why would we come back?
Spitting in the face of people that don't want to be cool.
And let's be honest, as much as I love the Borderlands series as like, well, a series of games.
Did you ever play any side games just out of interest?
I played like pre-sequel and the Telltale game, and pre-sequel I didn't play much of because I didn't like some of the stuff that they added into it, and wasn't a massive fan, but it had decent mechanics. And the Telltale one I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah. Wait, pre-sequel, it felt like, well, it was just an add-on for Borderlands 2, really, but I just felt it came across a little bit bland.
What, pre-sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
The character development didn't seem to be... I know they've, not got as much time to work with as the main game, but it's come across a bit bland to me.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I didn't play it all the way through. But it's one of those things where it was, like, the mechanics were good, but then it's like, I played Borderlands 3 and I was like, this is this is Borderlands 2 with different people, and it's not quite fun enough. And then everyone was like, "Oh, there's this mode afterwards," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I've finished the game at that point. It's not, you know."
You know, I put it to bed. It's not done enough for me to do. Did they have like Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, like on the end or something as well?
Yeah, and then they had another mode after that, and it was like, it was something ridiculous, and I was like, I get it, but it's not great. But you know. But anyway, rant over. That is all we've got time for. Please join us next time. Take care. Have a good one.
And I will walk slightly forwards. Bye.